Hey folks, welcome to a belated another week of Spreading the Baseball News with Larry. I hope everyone is well. It does seem that winter is upon us. And the reason I say winter is upon us is not because of the weather in New York. Actually, it's been unseasonably warm the past few days. But I say winter is upon us because, thankfully, the elections in America are over and the results speak for themselves. I think everyone will benefit from the results. However, I'm not here to talk politics. I don't think any of you are interested in that, hopefully. Second sign that winter is upon us is the World Series is coming on. We have a winner in Major League Baseball, and just the other day, Chinese Professional Baseball League crowned its champion. So to the Unilions, congratulations, gongxi, gongxi, and all you Unilion fans out there. I hope you didn't do too much celebrating. Interesting that for those of you who been following baseball in Taiwan since the beginning of the season and following me, back in May or June, we would not have predicted that the Unilions were going to be crowned the champions. Back in April or May or June, it looked like either the Chanchos brothers or the Rakuten Monkeys were the team to beat. And even in the playoffs, after Unilions won the first game, but then Chanchos brothers came back and won the next three. We're up 3-1. But it's always said that fourth win is the hardest to get. And in fact, the Unilions returned the Chanchos brothers' favor by winning the next three and becoming the champions of the Chinese Professional Baseball League. So again, congratulations to them. Their success, I think, during the year and during the playoffs, a number of factors, some good pitching. So, a couple players that I like, one of whom I mentioned earlier was Lin Anke. Excellent player, young, talented, good power. I think he led the league at home runs. One of the issues, however, which I may have mentioned in the past, my view of him, however, he's not the traditional right fielder, not a great arm, and I think he was subbed a couple times, maybe for defensive reasons or others. He was a big factor for Unilion's success. I think another good hitter for the Unilions, a little bit older, is Chen Jiexian, had an excellent series and season. So I think those two players contributed to their success. For the Chanchos brothers, there have been a few players that I've mentioned that I like, and reason for them to be optimistic for the future is Zhang Kunyu. Had a very good year, didn't lead the league in hitting, but had a very good year. Reminds me, as I've said, of in the past, of Jose Altuve. I like little guys who can play, and he's certainly a little guy, young, very young. A couple of their pitchers struggled on and off during the year and had both some good and bad outings. Starting pitcher Huan Se, I think, had what started 2 games. 1 game was good, 1 game was not so good. Maybe, I know he's during the year had a history of arm trouble, so hopefully that's past him. And reliever for Chanchos, I think, what's the name, Wu Chunwei. Again, I think he had a couple good outings, but I think in Game 6 he did not have a very good outing. That may have hurt the brothers, although the game might have been over at that point. But these are some players that, from my opinion, are really promising for the brothers, aside from some of their other more experienced good players. One other player, which I've mentioned in the past, Rakuten, which I think they have to sort of address, is Lin Li. Excellent hitter, looks like an excellent athlete, but I don't think he's third baseman, and they're going to have to figure out what to do with him, much like, now I'm going to segue into Major League Baseball, much like the Toronto Blue Jays have an issue with Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Come up as a third baseman, probably not their third baseman in the future. Might have to move him over to first or in the American League or DH. As for, I think Major League Baseball, by the way, can really learn a lot from what Taiwan accomplished this year. Major League Baseball had a number of rounds of playoffs in the postseason, which is something I'm not fond of. And of course, I was not fond of the fact that the Yankees did not prevail, couldn't get by Tampa. But one of the things about, in spite of the multiple rounds of playoffs this year, when we got to the World Series, in fact, we had the 2 best teams in baseball were in the series. Tampa, which led the American League in wins, and the Dodgers, which led National League, in fact, all of Major League Baseball in wins. And as you see, the Dodgers prevail. So there's some justice in the fact that the team with the best record actually won the World Series. So sometimes the universe takes care of things. Not always, but sometimes. One other comment, I don't know if all of you who followed Major League Baseball is hitting in Major League Baseball. It seems all batters are just swinging for the fences, with a few exceptions. And the amount of shifting that goes on in baseball, which actually Tampa started, is really, you wonder why hitters don't try and hit the ball the other way. Much like the Yankees' DJ LeMahieu, known as Le Machine, who really does hit the ball everywhere, left, center, right, and you see he's one of the few players that teams do not shift on. So I think that's an interesting, we'll see what happens going forward for ball players if there's some players start trying to hit the ball everywhere as opposed to simply swinging for home runs. So baseball's over. We have a few months to talk about potential trades, free agency signing here in Major League Baseball. So it should be an interesting off season. Not sure when the regular season, or for that matter, spring training will begin. Normally, spring training starts in February, a mere 3 months away. But given the current situation in the United States with COVID-19, not sure when that will happen. So, love to hear all your comments. Like to hear from you soon. I'll probably be posting some comments as things evolve in North America in baseball. So, hope to see you all soon. Take care. Cheers.